We're gonna wait a couple seconds, let a couple people get in. Because we got something to talk about. That way everybody wanna know what we're talking about. Let me see. Give me a second. Share this to my page. And then we're gonna share it to some groups. Because a lot of you Moors need to know this. The stuff y'all trying to do. Y'all need to know.
All right, so I shared them to a good number.
Yeah, I'm sharing them too. We probably didn't share them to the same groups. Who knows? It is what it is. We hope you're able to see it. We got another warning for you. Kind of connected to what we were talking about yesterday. This is the whole reason. Peace and Islam to everybody. This is the whole reason why we tell people to put your status on the record. This is why. Okay, so we have a bill that's proposed to damn, I probably should have blocked all them fact checkers. We got a bill that they trying to, you know what I'm saying, get passed. But we don't have, they have a bill, you know what I'm saying, that they're trying to get passed. Called Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2021. Let me play a news clip. Go ahead, do I still got it? No, that ain't it. Let me see. I don't know if they'll be able to hear this or not.
Start playing it. It should work out.
Congress meeting virtually this
Yep,
afternoon.
it's playing. And then just turn it to full screen if you can.
To reintroduce a bill that only made it through the House last year, talking about the Domestic Terrorism Prevention.
Oh, I think I done.
Government important tools to do just that.
DTPA aims to improve the federal government's prevention, reporting, response, and investigation of domestic terrorism by authorized offices of the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Congress members say those government offices will monitor, investigate, and prosecute cases of domestic terrorism and coordinate their work as well as report to Congress twice a year on identified threats.
The bill also codifies the Domestic Terrorism Executive Committee, which would meet at least 4 times per year to coordinate with U.S. attorneys and other public safety officials to promote information sharing and ensure an effective, responsive, and organized joint effort to combat domestic terrorism.
And they say it's important to note that this is a bipartisan bill. Again, it was previously introduced and passed the House last year, but not the Senate. Congress members today adding that they stand united to pass the legislation.
Okay, hopefully y'all heard that. I don't need that no more. So now, with that being, we can go back to this. So we just showed y'all news clipping. They talking about domestic terrorism, you know, and now they trying to pass a domestic terrorism bill. So now we know what that raid in the Capitol was about. Because when Moores was talking about it, it didn't pick up enough steam. Not raiding the Capitol. Moores talking about that, but Moores was talking about doing this and doing that. It didn't pick up enough steam. They couldn't get us into the trap. So they say, okay, we got to fake it. And they did their little act. And now they coming with their bill. And everybody talking about, if you watch any of these news outlets, they talking about now we need a 9/11 type commission. And the commission is for domestic terrorists now. And now we finna go through the bill and see what they talking about. And if you ask anybody who done went through my class about changing the name, the first thing I do is take them to the Immigration and Nationality Act and go through the definitions, and then I tell them what not to do, and that they got all this terrorist stuff in here. And I say, this is why you want to make your own body politics. You can put your own statement on the record. So when they come for the sweep, whenever they do, you already got your proof that you wasn't with that garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following Noble Drew Ali, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been saying this for months. I didn't know they was going to make the bill. I didn't know they was going to make the bill. When people was talking about, you know what I'm saying, all this, you know what I'm saying, other stuff, I was saying, man, y'all don't know about conspiracy. So let's go through the bill. And then let's notice something as well, because the other day we was talking about the difference between the United States and United States of America, like the real republic, what it's supposed to be, the whole America, North, Central, South, a continental flag, continental arm, Congress, United States and Congress assembled, not U.S. Congress. Now watch this. I think it's blown up as much as I can blow it up. Bill to authorize dedicated domestic terrorism officers within the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation to analyze and monitor domestic terrorism. Okay, give me 1 second. Federal Bureau of Investigation to analyze and monitor domestic terrorist activity and require the federal government to take steps to prevent domestic terrorism. That means it's going to be privacy being infringed on whole groups of people. For them to be able to prevent something, you got to have intel.
Yep.
Being enacted by the Senate and House of the United States of America in Congress assembled. What? United States of America in Congress assembled. They trying to say they're the Republic. After that, like, I was just talking about they was the U.S. Congress. Now look, let me just detour 1 second. This is the Congress of the Confederation. Y'all see this? Congress of the Confederation. Like the Articles of Confederation, the Confederacy. The Congress of the Confederation, or the Confederation Congress, referred to as United States and Congress assembled. Was the governing body of the United States of America from March 1st, 1781 to March 4th, 1789. They went back to the first Constitution on this bill. Noble Drew Ali, since that Constitution never been changed. I don't know what this means. I'm just making a note of it. You know, is y'all trying to say y'all trying to inch y'all way to the Republic? I don't know, because this bill, it kind of sound like the bill kind of sound like they trying to get lawful, because all the Moors is unlawful. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Mm-hmm. So if they get the Moors on these charges, ain't nothing they can say. Now, Pete. So we know I ain't got to read the rest of this. Y'all can go read this. Y'all see the Confederation Congress is the Congress of the Confederacy from 1781 to 1789. That's when they made the Constitution. I've been talking about this the last few days. Go look at it. So they are the United States in Congress assembled. This shit right here is U.S. Congress. Oh, it was U.S. Congress. Let me see if they even got it here. The Federation Congress submitted the new Constitution document to the states, and the Constitution filed by enough states now were required to become operative in 1788. On September 13, 1788, Federation Congress set the date for choosing the new electors in the Electoral College that was set up for choosing a president as January 7, 1789. The date for the electors to vote for it as on February 4th, 1789, and the date for the Constitution to become operative as March 4th, 1789, when the new Congress of the United States should convene. That they tell you when they switch from the Confederation Congress to the new Congress, the U.S. Congress. So now they back on this document, United States and Congress assembled. So we just gonna make a note of that, y'all. We gonna make a note of that. This is the bill they present. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled. This act may be cited as the Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2021. So this the Right Now Act they trying to get on the Moors.
Mm-hmm.
This validate everything I ever been saying to the Moors. Section 2, definitions. In this act, the term director means the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. 2, the term domestic terrorism has the meaning given the term in Section 2331 of Title 18 United States Code, except that it does not include acts perpetrated by individuals associated or inspired by a foreign person. See, they differentiate domestic terrorism from foreign terrorism. So we're gonna go to what's domestic terrorism. What's in 2331 Title 18 U.S. Code? Bam, we got it right here. We got it right here. You see they got the Immigration Nationality Act in here? What I just told y'all, when you first come in my name, when I teach you about the name, the first thing I'm going to show you is these definitions in the Immigration Nationality Act, because all y'all with a nationality card got AA222141 on that card, 222141, and the A comes from the Immigration Nationality Act, them diplomatic statuses. You got A, AA, and AAA. So when we tell y'all to read, it ain't for no reason. You're going to come in the instances where you're going to have to explain if you really got this status. And it shouldn't be nothing, it should just be regular conversation. Like somebody asks you, what's your appellation?
Mm-hmm.
What's your status? This. Well, how's you Morocco? How is you Moroccan state and you over here? 8 U.S. Code 1101 subsection 15E. Do I like damn? Yeah, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Your county seals. I already got everything. Yeah, here go a new my dent report. It's showing everything. Like, what is we talking about? Now look at this. 18 U.S. Code 2331 definition. The term international terrorism means activities that involve violent acts or acts dangerous to human life that are a violation to the criminal laws of the United States or of any state, or that would be a criminal violation if committed within the jurisdiction of the United States or of any state. So they saying if you're going against state laws, you're a domestic terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of more is going to say, so what, we supposed to follow their law? And I'm going to say, my Constitution is the Zodiac Constitution. And that's why we say read. Because it say, you got to honor your, the code, the order of Islam without, you know what I'm saying, harming their Magna Carta order.
Mm-hmm.
It's a jurisdiction, you know what I'm saying? This is so it's like it's Article 6 of the Zodiac is telling you that respect is the ultimate cure for unity. You know what I'm saying? It's like respect. It's the golden rule. Do unto others and all that type of stuff. B, appear to be intended to intimidate or coerce a civilian population. To influence the policy of a government by intimidation or coercion. To affect the conduct of a government by mass destruction, assassination, or kidnapping. So you see what they, you know. So if people keep telling you to, yeah, do this to them, do this to them. Oh, you're not gonna do this? Lean them.
Mm-hmm.
That's threat. Like you ain't even gotta say this shit. If you want to do something, do it. You ain't gotta. Like, this is what I be telling. Like this is why I don't understand. I'm like, if y'all talking this much, where to work at? I know you done did something. C. Occur primarily outside the territorial jurisdiction of the United States or transcend national boundaries in terms of the means by which they are accomplished, the persons they appear intended to intimidate or coerce, or lack locale in which the perpetrators operate or seek asylum. The term national of the United States has the meaning given the term in Immigration Nationality Act. I don't need that. Person means an individual or entity capable of holding a legal beneficial interest in property. The term act of war means any act occurring in the course of declared war, armed conflict, whether or not has been declared. Armed conflict between military forces of origin. Domestic terrorism. Here we go. Means activities that involve acts dangerous to human life that are a violation of the criminal laws of the United States or of any state. Appear to be intended to intimidate or coerce private. Same with, like I just said, with the international terrorism. Influence the policy of a government by intimidation or coercion. Affect the conduct of a government by mass destruction, assassination, or kidnapping. Occur primarily within the territorial jurisdiction of the United States. So I ain't finna read all the definitions, but bam, we went there, so we know what they talking about when they saying domestic terrorism has the meaning given in 23 of Title 18, except for these foreign terrorists in A, B, C. The term domestic terrorism executive committee, they got a committee, y'all. It means the committee within the Department of Justice tasked with assessing and sharing information about for the term means an act described in section 241, 245, 247, or 249 of Title 18. Now, who know what them, like, I already know what them is, because I tried to sue they at. When I had my cases, I tried to sue everybody. And that's what you sue them on, the deprivation of rights and all this other stuff. So let's go to this. I say they trying to act like they Republic now. Because now Moses is violating a lot of these, you know what I'm saying? They in violation of this. Moore's trying to seize people's houses with travelers checks, right? Fake ass U.S. travelers checks. Like I said, the constant light out west. And I'm telling y'all so y'all don't fall for the trap. And ain't nobody else said nothing about it, so I'm assuming all of them with it, you know, because y'all ain't spoke out about it, you know. So last year was, like I said, it was DeLorean. This year is you know what I'm saying, fake traveler checks spelled red letter.
It's supposed to be prepaid.
Y'all asking to be committing forgery, getting time, and getting charged with all this type of stuff. And I'm going to show you what the charges is. See, this is how you know it ain't hating, because it's facts coming right behind it. Now, that's 18 U.S. Code 240, all them 240s. So I think I stopped on 249. I'm going to go through all of them, but it go 249. Let's you see that. Hate crime acts. Hate crime acts, y'all. It's in the U.S. Code. Say offenses involving actual or perceived race, color, religion, or national origin. Now, just off that, we know a lot of more is guilty. Albion, get them off the land, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me your house. Whether it's the jury or not, this what's on their books, and this what your ass gonna get charged with. Like, let's get out fantasy Morocco. Because I can feel somebody out there like, so are you agreeing? No, I'm not agreeing with the shit. I'm warning you of what your ass finna get charged with. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
You know what the de jure law is. Until we build up Morocco, they gonna go off this. Gonna say they the trustee and you a beneficiary. Y'all done changed the name no way. Most of y'all sleep. So how's y'all moving? Y'all like a paralyzed body with just a woke head. If y'all was a body as a nation. So back to this.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, whether or not acting under color law. They don't care if it's the jure or not.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the jure or color law. Willfully causes bodily injury to any person or fire, a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
All the more, so y'all militia more.
Mm-hmm.
a dangerous weapon or an explosive or incendiary device attempts to cause bodily injury to any person because of the actual or perceived race, color, religion, or national origin of any person. Hmm. You do anything to somebody talking about because you are this. You see, we under hate crimes. Shall be in prison more than 10 years. In prison, like, y'all go read it in prison. I read all of them. I'm just warning you. Offense involving actual or perceived religion, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, or disability. Whether or not acting under the color of law, don't even matter. So if you're trying to force your religion on somebody, if you're trying to say all of us must do this because, nope. Like, these is crimes. And a lot of Moors is trying to tell other nations like this. And it ain't even, know what I'm saying? We the one on the floor. We need to build, not destroy nobody else. We need to build our stuff. And it ain't talking about building our stuff. We want to see what, like, okay, if you for real, what you been doing.
Right.
Because talking ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? Islam to everybody. I see y'all. Peace.
Yeah, Islam.
Let me see. Because I'm not finna go through everything. I'm just showing it to y'all. But bam, that's 249. And let's go back some. Let's see what the other ones say. Was it? Give me a second. 247, 245, and 241. Okay. It's taking its time. Let me go back to the bill in a minute. We'll go back to this. And then it talks about, it says a hate crime. It talks about those United States codes. Then it talks about Section 901 of the Civil Rights Act of 1868. That's when they made the 14th Amendment citizen. That ain't it. Did I get rid of the Civil Rights Act? No, here we go. So here go the Civil Rights Act of 1908. And we're going to go down to 901, like you said. Give me a hot second. Almost there. Okay, 901. Prevention of intimidation and fair housing cases. Y'all hear that? Prevention of intimidation and fair housing cases. Now, Don't these people got a video talking about some travelers checks to pay for the house, the property,
Mm-hmm.
to take some property? Didn't somebody just get a case that was on the news out there for trying to take somebody's property?
Yep. Yep.
Now this is part of a section that's in the Domestic Terrorist Prevention Act of 2021. So they saying they want to prevent it. They don't want you to get to the part to where y'all trying to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this they doctrine? Oh yeah, this what they teaching? Who all over them? This what I'm saying. This ain't just me saying it. This is me showing it. Because man knows not from being told, but you can know from being showed, can't you? Look.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, whether or not acting under color of law by force or threat of force, willfully injures, intimidates, or interferes with, or attempts to injure, intimidate, or interfere with A, any person because of his race, color, religion, sex, handicap, as such terms defined in 802 of this act, familial status, or national origin, and because he is or has been selling, purchasing, renting, financing, occupying, or contracting, or negotiating for the sale, purchase, rental, finance, or occupation of any dwelling, or applying for, or participating in any service, organization, or facility relating to the business of selling or renting dwelling, or B, any person because he is or has been, or in order to intimidate such person or any other person or any class of person. Class of person? You know we Albion all day.
Mm-hmm.
Participating without discriminating on account of race, color, religion, sex, handicap, familial status, national origin, in any of the activity, services, organizations. Like they got news clippings of people doing these marches out west somewhere. I done seen it. I'm not just talking. I'm not. I'm just saying. I don't know which group these is that was doing the marches, but they was going up to these Albions or these Europeans, however you Caucasians, whatever you want to say, and they was saying that give us your house. I don't know if you seen them. They was telling them give us your house, which I'm not saying. Look, we the people of the land, but I don't think it's gonna just work like that
Mm-hmm.
because every time that stuff is a good idea until it comes time to enforce it. You know what I'm saying? Then it fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
Then everybody waiting for somebody to cross the line to cross the landfill without blowing up.
Yep.
2, afford another person opportunity or protection so to participate or see any citizen because has been or in order to discourage such citizen or any other citizen from lawfully aiding or encouraging other persons to participate without discrimination on account of race, color, religion, sex, handicap, ability status, or national origin, any of the activity, services, organizations, or facilities described in Section 901A or participate lawfully in speech or peacefully assembling, opposing any denial of the opportunity to so participate, shall be fined under Title 18 United States Code or imprisoned not more than 1 year of both. And if bodily injury results from the acts committed in violation of this section, or if such acts include the use, attempted use, or threatened use of a dangerous weapon, explosives, or fire, shall be fined under Title 18 United States Code or imprisoned not more than 10 years of both. And if death results from the acts committed in violation of this, such acts include kidnapping or an attempt to handicap, aggravated sexual abuse, or an attempt to commit aggravated sexual abuse, or an attempt to kill, shall be fined under Title 18 United States Code or imprisoned for any term of years for life or both. And we know more in, I think, Carolina ran over the police and he in court saying some weaponized statement. Islam, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's long.
So this is all that I read is part of this, which is the Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2021. This is what we're reading. Offices to combat domestic terrorism. Authorization of officers to monitor, analyze, investigate, and prosecute domestic terrorism. Now, all I just read, they just told you they got offices to monitor, analyze, investigate, and prosecute what they consider domestic terrorism. So you know, my mind, my circle seven get to doing all type of like damn. So these people really just know what I'm saying. Y'all really was know what I'm saying thinking about y'all self. People is really selfish
Mm-hmm.
because and like I said, I ain't finna know what I'm saying try and get the answer to Sister Sharon. But what I will say is you probably should be quiet. You probably should be quiet because they consider you a domestic terrorist if you go against the laws of the United States. That's what they consider, which means they're gonna be monitoring, analyzing, investigating, and trying to do what? What they trying to do. So you need to just go ahead and fall back and do what you need to do for that. Don't let nobody use you trying to get the heat up off their ass.
Mm-hmm.
And these people gonna be adding, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no like I ain't even want to talk about it no more. Domestic terrorism unit. There is authorized a domestic terrorism unit in the Office of Intelligence and Analysis of the Department of Homeland Security, which shall be responsible for monitoring and analyzing domestic terrorism activity. Don't act like ain't we sending shit to 7 locations?
Mm-hmm.
So don't act like they don't know who you is. You done sent it everywhere. And I'm not saying hi. I'm saying if you're gonna be it. And I'm not saying be a terrorist. We going off the principle. This is why everything we got to say, we can say it out loud. Ain't no secret master plan to say that we ain't already said. This is why people they overthinking it. You get on the phone, they think it's some other stuff. Right now, what's the secret? Reading the information.
Yep.
Which shall be responsible for monitoring and analyze domestic terrorism activity. 2. Domestic terrorism office. There is a domestic terrorism office in the counterterrorism section of the National Security Division of the Department of Justice. Ain't this what more sending stuff? Which shall be responsible for investigating and prosecuting the incidents of domestic terrorism, and which shall be headed by the Domestic Terrorism Council, Domestic Terrorism Section of the FBI. 3. This 3. Domestic Terrorism Section of the FBI. See, every department gonna have one. They all interconnected. This is why they wanted that real ID. It's gonna have all the information with with all the systems, all the agencies. So we don't advise you to get a real ID when we talking about state ID. You don't have to get the real one. The one that wants your DNA and just gonna make you the straw man. You don't need that. Don't get that one. And if you like, just take the class. I ain't got time to stop everything to take because everybody gonna want me to talk about it live. Like, there's authorized domestic terrorism section within the counterterrorism division of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which shall be responsible for investigating domestic terrorism activity. Staff and the Secretary and Attorney General and the Director shall each ensure that each officer authorized under this section in their respective agencies shall have a number of employees, have not less than 1 employee dedicated to compliance with civil rights and civil. So it seems like they trying to know what I'm saying. Because that's why I say Moores is in violation of a lot of this stuff.
Right.
Trying to take people's stuff, and this is the time when Moores need to read the law and try to be doing this stuff. Oh, y'all say y'all gonna because civil liberties got to do a contract. We talking contract.
Mm-hmm.
We talking to straw man. That's your ability to contract. Because you can't contract without it. You can't do nothing in the public without it. And none of y'all doing nothing in the public without a social security number that's connected to a straw man. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't even got the ID to you know what I'm saying, get the to get some of these apps. To get Cash App and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what it is. Like this is what we mean by the federal public benefit. The federal public benefit is the benefit of using a system. Like Federal Reserve notes, it ain't real money. We playing Monopoly. So we playing the game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I find it hilarious when people you talk about one part of the game, but you talking about the Monopoly pieces in the buildings and stuff. Like y'all know the only build, but you got a pocket full of Monopoly money and asking for more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, you playing the game. You just on that side of the board.
Yep.
We all on the board until we make our own game. We stuck on this board. So stop playing. Don't be mad because I'm more comfortable on the board than you. It is what it is. Y'all the ones who want to play the game stupid.
Yep.
Because all of us could be comfortable on the board. You see they trying to change the game now. That's why I posted on my Facebook channel. They wrote a book, COVID, the Great Reset. They using COVID to make the Great Reset because everybody know about nationality now. Everybody want their land back. So now they talking about own nothing and be happy. We're going to give you everything for free now. Look, just calm down with the property stuff, with the property rights.
Mm-hmm.
And we like, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Sunset. Look, 5, they calling it sunset. The officers authorized under this subsection should terminate on the date that is 10 years after the date of enactment of this act. So this is a 10-year project. Right now it is.
Right.
You know, it's starting off as a 10-year project. Joint report on domestic terrorism. Biannual report required 2 times a year for 10 years. Not later than 180 days after the date of enactment of this act, and each 6 months thereafter for the 10-year period beginning on the date of enactment of this act, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Attorney General, and the Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation shall submit a joint report. Oh, they're going to get together. A joint report authored by the domestic terrorism offices authorized under paragraphs 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on the G this shit, like they just like y'all can read all this. I'm just gonna skim through it, y'all. This is what they own for 2021. This is why you gotta put your freedom in religion. That's why I tell you make your own tribe. That way you ain't gotta worry about it. You know what you stand for. It's on the record. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And the kicker is, if you go ask most of the people y'all listening to, they ain't did nothing. They ain't got nothing on the record. It's hearsay. Even when you go back to the tape we played yesterday, the sister says, yeah, I told them to put the stuff up. It ain't up. Where's that? Where's the instances where people beat cases? And I gotta keep harping on it because that's a point that gotta be made.
Mm-hmm.
That's a point that gotta be made. Because it's steady people taking this like it's an answer. It ain't an answer. It ain't worked for nobody. And if it has, show it. Because this what it's doing. It's making them make a law now, and Moors is already set up for this time. Moors is already set up to lean everybody. To go and take people's house. To kick them off the land because they are Albion. When it's saying the Zodiac, we ain't racist. And then they talk about the bloodline. You sound like on some Black Power. You just in the Moorish version of Black Power. You went back to the physical. I thought it was principles. Everything in the literature talking about principles. And then it's talking about the race. Teach the race the principles. It don't say if whatever principles, just get together. No, it say if this ain't what you like, going back to where you know what I'm saying, where you came from.
Yep.
But this is what we on. This is why Noble Drew Ali founded Religious Corporation Act. That's a society for religious worship. Go look it up. So what you mean? By definition, it is what we is. Like if you following that path. And this is my whole point when I was talking about Al-Qaeda. And this is my whole point. I hope this computer started working because I forgot to get the Holy Quran and Mecca up here. If you get Surah 3 up.
Okay.
Because I was showing them the other day what a wali is. I was showing them about Al-Qaeda. We the green one, the verdant one. And he is somebody that Al-Qaeda is the spirit, is the Ruh. Because the Ruh is going to initiate you without a living master. And that's what Noble Drew Ali, you know what I'm saying, he embodies the spirit of Al-Qaeda. Because if you read his literature, it's the initiation. It's going to initiate you. It's going to be like he talking directly to you without him being there. You know what I'm saying? And you got the roadmap. He is what's called the wali, or your connection to the path. And he told you on the back of the 101s. When he said that he had to propagate hold up. Let me verbatim. The Moorish Science Temple of America deriving its power and authority from the great Quran of Muhammad to propagate the faith and extend the learning and truth of the great prophet of Ali in America. Facts. So it's telling you right there. And let me try and get the definition what I was going to get for the Wali. Let me see. This is Kidda. I believe they call him Wali in here somewhere. It might be, yeah. You see this? Kidda is described as a messenger, prophet, Wali. A Wali, the Arabic word which has been variously translated master, authority, custodian, protector, and friend, is most commonly used by Muslims to indicate an Islamic saint, otherwise referred to by the more literal friend of God in the traditional Islamic understanding. That I got an Islamic dictionary, so I'm gonna read to you what it say from the dictionary. It comes from the root word waliya.
Mm-hmm.
It means to be close, near, follow, be up to. And then there's a lot of definitions, variations of that. Took as a friend, he undertook, is in authority, they turned, they turn, you turn, they got that in there a lot. They make friend, they turn back, defender, protector, friend, helping friend, protector, benefactor, helper, ally, successor, heir, guardian, patron, friend, owner, master, protector, closer, nearest. I mean, it's a lot of definite, but it means to be close to. It's like taking someone as a friend. In one of these definitions is telling you that the Wali is your connection to the path. So, like in our Fatiha and the Holy Quran in Mecca, I know a lot of people don't read Holy Quran in Mecca, but I just showed you it's where authority come from. In the first chapter called Al Fatiha, in Al Fatiha, you ask and Allah guides you on the straight path. So the Wali is your connection to the path. You know what I'm saying? This is why I always tell people it ain't a choice, and they think I'm trying to force them Islam. They think I'm trying to force them into my way. It ain't really. I'm not trying to force them into nothing. I'm telling them the truth. It ain't a choice. You don't have a choice. As soon as you choose, them agents gonna come and get you right. That's why a lot of Moors got problems, because they tried to choose. The choice was an illusion. Soon as you choose, it's a test. You better know what you're doing if you're gonna choose. You better be what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or the test gonna show you don't know what you're talking about. So Kidda is described. Hold up. Kidda is described as a messenger, prophet, wali, slave, or angel who the sea teaches secret knowledge and aids those in distress. The sea of commerce. Because Kidda, every picture riding on the fish on water. He ain't never drowning in the sea. He good.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't talking about I don't do commerce. He dominating. He walking on water. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As guardian angel, he prominently figures as patron of Islamic saints. And now they going into mysticism. The figure of Al-Kidda as been syncretized over time with various other figures, including but not limited to these names. I ain't finna butcher. I ain't even finna go through who they think he is. Though not mentioning by name in the Quran, he is named by Islamic scholars as the figure described in chapter 18 of the Quran, as the servant of God who has been given knowledge and who is accompanied and questioned by the prophet Moses. He's seemingly unjust and inappropriate actions he takes. Al-Kidda sinking a ship, killing a young man, and repaying inhospitality by repairing a wall. He did everything backwards to Moses. But they tell you that Allah gave him secret knowledge to do that. This is why when I was showing people about the Abdals, and it's saying only them and Allah know about the covenant, because this is something that other people, these thoughts other people don't even get because y'all ain't even read. And y'all look at the stuff as a book. When we look at that, we looking at the book as the word of Allah, like it just said. So it's giving a command. Oh, you who believe this, and this. So we know he talking to us. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh, that's our part. Because it talks to other people. Oh, you Jews. Oh, you Christians. Oh, you Muslims. Oh, you who believe. And when we say, oh, you who believe, that's the translation in English. In Arabic, it's saying mu'minun. The reason they call them believers is because they looking at them and seeing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't because they going around saying, I believe. It's because you can see by what he doing. He ain't got to tell you. Oh, he done changed the name and he did this and he doing live. Oh, yeah, you ain't even got to tell me what he's saying. He doing too much. I already know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? I already know what level he on. If he doing all that, he got how many businesses? Oh, and he teaching that? And they self-sufficient? Oh, okay. Yeah. I already know what. Oh, yeah. Everybody else, like, you can't even, and they ain't even accepting you if you ain't competent. I'm like, oh, okay. And they don't need your donation? And I just say that because we ain't finna beg. You can go on our website and donate if you want to. But we ain't finna subliminally shoot you with 800 donations on the ticker. You know what I'm saying? And look, everybody do what you do. Don't change because of me. Don't switch up now. Do what you do. If you need the fee, I just tell the people, and people might just be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'll send you something. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want you struggling. Like, we don't hate. Like, I know people think we want to, know what I'm saying, load them up against the wall or whatever. I don't want to see people suffering. I want to see the correction in the public or just fade out. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be sending people out. There's too many people getting hurt.
Yep.
We just showed y'all the whole damn plan they got. They trying to pass the thing. Go look. They've been trying to pass the last couple of days. Go look up Adam Schiff in his bill. And don't lose track of what they telling you about with Al Qaeda. You know what I'm saying? He was questioned by Moses about the many seemingly unjust and inappropriate actions he takes, sinking the ship, killing a young man, and repairing inhospitality by repairing the wall. That's why I say it's a strategy working over here in Al Qaeda. But y'all think it's without. At the end of the story, our Qaeda explains the circumstances unknown to Moses that made each of the actions just and or appropriate. Like how we explaining to y'all. Like how we do lives and then we explain to y'all why we don't rock with y'all or why more shouldn't do this and do this. We don't just say it. We give you proof while we saying it, like I'm doing right now. This is what Al Qaeda did to Moses. Because Moses had all the law, right? Moses came with all the treaties and everything, didn't he?
Yep.
And Al Qaeda was doing everything wrong to Moses. That's the story that's going on here. That's what we live in right now. The new Moors doing everything wrong to these elders. They can't understand it. But in reality, you see the results. So as above, so below. If you see the results, you should know what the subconscious is then. We done seen enough tape. We done seen enough results. For the consulate, y'all done seen enough of their results since they've been out. You know the inside rot. Somewhere on the inside is rot. Everything that's being produced is rotten. A fruit don't fall that far from the tree and all that type of stuff. If not, prove me wrong. Show me the success story. Anybody. So for future reference, don't nobody come to us with their documents, none of that. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And portage, it don't mix.
Don't come with theirs. Don't come with nobody else.
Yep. And you can't take like hodgepodge and mix some process from one place and then, add another piece from over here and all the other. It don't fucking work that way.
Yeah. That red letter stuff, we don't do it. Ebonics, we don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We not with it.
And it's
For the
impossible for
record,
somebody to assist you with a process, with our process, because again, it's our process and it's different.
Let me see. Did I get through the whole bill? Let me see. So they got to submit for. I don't want to go through a list. Is there anything really more? This all the stuff they got to submit, y'all. They got to send the joint report 1. No, that's all the way up here. Somewhere down here, they got to submit terrorism-related preliminary investigations to the FBI, including the number of preliminary investigations from each classification and subcategory. Y'all know they got all us because the temple done labeled us all terrorists basically, and they got us labeled under the Southern Poverty Law Center as domestic terrorists with all the rest of the people.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they got reports on everybody. That they gonna be if this pass, they're gonna be doing investigations on everybody. You see every subcategory. So they're gonna have the category of domestic terrorists, and they're gonna have white supremacists, and they're gonna have Moors, black identity extremists, and Moors, you know what I'm saying, sovereign citizens, all, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna have reports on everybody.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They probably watching this shit right now. Cause I had they was watching me as soon as I got out the joint. If you Muslim in prison, you gonna already be watching now. And I did over 10 Ramadans. So from each classification and subcategory with a specific classification or subcategory for those related to white supremacism, and how many preliminary investigations resulted from assessment. So how many more y'all done already YouTube and on these Facebooks that talking about the FBI been watching besides me? That called or that talked to him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've been telling Moore's Immigration Nationality Act. People think it's about me not liking them. I'm really pulling y'all ass up. Y'all really should be glad that I know what I'm saying was pushing some of that shit back. Because if niggas if Moore's ass would have been strapped up talking about they finna go protest and do this, you wouldn't have had to be at the Capitol building. They'd have shot your ass up and hurried up and passed this bill. See, we got domestic terrorists. I told you black identity extremists. Now you got a whole damn body politic talking about we got United States Treasury checks, so we the real U.S.
Yeah, and we the FBI and we the IRS.
We the IRS, Moorish American Consulate at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Use these traveler checks. Now all y'all ass finna go doing the same shit. Now they can do that. Now they can link y'all to the same body politic, and she finna Tekashi 6ix9ine y'all ass.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it. I didn't change my name. I said we was U.S. citizens. I said put U.S. on the documents.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's traps, bro. And the reason everybody else is getting the ricochet is because y'all ain't said nothing about it. So y'all must be okay with it. All y'all is under the name of, y'all gonna allow somebody to change to Ebonic letters and still say they the consulate and act like ain't done, like that shit gonna fly.
Do like ain't done nothing. They switched the whole game up on you.
And we not harboring nobody's reputation because people are still getting tricked by this.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's the point. That's like a turning point to me because at some point you got to pick, like, it's about the right thing to do. It's a lot of shit that I don't want to do, but I just got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ain't trying to sound righteous, but sometimes it's about that. Like, man, I just got to know what I'm saying. It ain't about my reputation. If I keep this bull crap up, we ain't got nobody proving that did nothing. All we got is the law about what we supposed to have. Ain't nobody won nothing. They gonna keep losing their damn property. The little bit that they got. Ain't even no jobs now.
Yeah, but y'all that's not being told. The whole people losing in the losses, they're not telling the L's. They just keep pushing all the fake W's that they don't have no proof for.
Bro, and they don't even see the play. These people is sacrificing they middle class. They sacrificing, you know what I'm saying, the Trumpers so they can try and get the Moors.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's good for the goose gonna be good for the gander.
Mm-hmm.
They saying a day version of Republic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All the QAnons and all them.
Yep.
So they calling them domestic terrorists first. Because if we can call them domestic terrorists, we damn for sure gonna call y'all ass militia, all the shit y'all doing over here. Y'all acting a damn fool.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna let y'all get all the material y'all want, and then we gonna come out with this bill, and then see how many of y'all gonna keep up the act, or who gonna tuck their tail.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all can dress this up however y'all want. I showed you facts, and I gave y'all the warning. Now, whichever body politic, you probably need to know what I'm saying. If you've been extra, you probably need to tone down. Like it is what it is. This ain't me talking about you. You probably need to tone down. You probably need to adjust. This when I be telling people this thing can change at any moment. Oh man, people's trying to set stuff in play right now. People setting traps. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. They making a law, and then these people telling you to do this.
Mm-hmm.
This reminded me when I got locked up. It was a high-speed chase. And when I stopped the car, it was summertime. The windows was down. When I stopped the car, they was on both sides with guns. One of them was saying, put your hands up. One of them was saying, take the keys out. I'm like, yeah, right. Oh yeah, all right. And I just clang one of their ass. And like, please. Like I know how y'all operate. You know what ended up happening? You know how I got out the car? Through the window. They dragged me through. I said, I ain't doing nothing.
Right.
I ain't doing nothing. Y'all gonna have to drag me through. They drag me through that piece. Y'all ain't finna get me like that. And this is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all ain't finna get me like that. Traveler check over here. Domestic terrorism over here. Take somebody property over here. Okay, if you try to motherfucking fair housing act over here. Right. Exactly. Right.
Yep.
Nah, buddy. So is we even done with this? Let me see. Because they sprinkle a little whitey in here, but they steady hit you with the, you know what I'm saying, domestic terrorism, you know what I'm saying? Because it points you to what the violations is. Yep. So they just say it, you know, just because it say white supremacy don't mean other people can just do it. Mm-hmm. And then you got a whole body politic doing it. Oh, y'all a whole domestic terrorist cell. These ingrown cells. You see, they already talking about the Proud Boys. So if they can do it to them, they can do it to you. Mm-hmm. And most of y'all is in that area over there. You know what I'm saying? Eastern coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Domestic terrorism related incidents, including the number of incidents from each class and subcategory and left behind. No body politic left behind. With a specific classification or subcategory for those related to white supremacy. So they're going to get everybody. They just said specifically, we're going to get white supremacy now too, because y'all acting up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All I'm saying the same thing. So, see. Y'all can go read this if y'all want to see it in its entirety. I ain't do it point by point. I just want to make y'all aware of it. Y'all should be at the point to where you competent enough to worry about something, go study it and research your damn self and know everything about it, like a download from the Matrix. Some greatest threats: the domestic terrorism officers authorized under 1, 2, and 3 of Subsection 8. There are limited resources on the most significant domestic threats, terrorist threats, by the number of domestic terrorism-related incidents from each category and subclassification in the joint report for the preceding 6 months required under subsection B. So each 6 months they're gonna have a report to be acting on the numbers. How many Moors did this? How many Moors? How many white supremacists? All right, day number 1, day number 2. and I'm not just saying this. I just watched the clip where they was talking about, yeah, the Islamic jihadists are still the threat, but these guys are they have the same number of incidents. They say it was 100 incidents international with the Islamic jihadists and 100 incidents with the white supremacists. And you know that's jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
What they calling the jihadists is somebody that know what I'm saying, said you ain't got no jurisdiction and then went post on their ass.
Yep.
So they it's international. Training to combat domestic terrorism. They got training about how the infiltration in the system, basically. This QAnon and neo-Nazis and all this in the police system and corrections. And requirement for training terrorism. Let me see. Interagency task force, which means all the agencies is going to be together, cooperating. And you have in this task force, you have Judiciary of the Senate, Homeland Security, Government Affairs of the Senate, Select Community of Intelligence of the Senate, Committee on Armed Services of the Senate, Committee of the Judiciary of the House of Representatives. Same thing for House. And this is the Department of Justice talking about hate crimes and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Y'all probably need to go read all this stuff. Yo. Let me see if this thing popped up. It's still acting a fool.
Try the refresh button and see if it'll reload.
Yeah, that thing. That's why I was trying to get everything up before I came to this thing. Let's see.
What is it? I can try to put it up over here. Or if you want to pop it in that chat down there, that private chat or whatever, I'll put it up.
Yeah, okay. Give me a second.
You just copy the link that you got in the window.
Computer acting slow. Get this out the way. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
This now this is what did I Google what you're looking for right here, right? 43. Wasn't that one of them?
No.
No. This is what I'm talking about. I just put the screen up, so here you go. This is what you're looking for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is what they was talking about in the beginning. What's the title?
This is it's the 18 U.S. Code 241.
Right, conspiracy against rights.
Yeah, conspiracy against rights. Mm-hmm.
So now that's why I say Moores is in violation. Now Moores is saying, get out the land. This is that and other. See, now they want to go back to the contract. So they want to hold Moores to the contract. Like I showed you in the beginning of the act, it say United States and Congress assembled. That's the Articles of Confederation. That's the first Constitution. That's that since this Constitution never been changed. Because that's a perpetual union. That's the title of it. The Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union. Mm-hmm. Perpetual mean forever.
Yep.
Now, this conspiracy against rights, it say if two or more persons conspire to injure, oppress. A lot of more already. Bam. Threaten or intimidate any person in any state, territory, commonwealth, possession, or district in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right. Moore's doing this to Moors.
Mm-hmm.
For years, I was just telling bro this. The same reason we don't rock with a lot of these Moors is the same reason black people don't trust the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Last year this time, we was just warm with everybody. A little bit over a year this time, I was contacting a lot of these body politics trying to get unity, what they want now. And they shunned it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now they want it for whatever reason. I don't know the reason. So when we wanted it, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't what's happening. We was the wrong way or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We was getting denied nationality. You go to a temple, they said they got a statement against us because we, you know what I'm saying, came in a certain way.
Yep.
So they saying we ain't real Moors. So a year ago, y'all was denying us. Not everybody needed, and y'all still got the statement out against us.
Mm-hmm.
The other people, they want to act like they got the, you know what I'm saying, authority. They can hold their own vote and, you know what I'm saying, rule over people.
Yep. Yep.
So basically, when they came to nationality, it wasn't a birthright. It was only going to be right as long as you be obedient to whoever told you about it. They want to hold that over you.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you say, you know what, I don't agree with that, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to live my, you know what I'm saying, religiously how I want to, like this, because that's my birthright.
Right.
Then everybody get to talk about how people are ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Ungrateful with what? My birthright? We got to negotiate my rights?
Mm-hmm.
It done turned from Islam to Weislam or Hislam.
Yep. Muslim.
I got to say, Daddy, can I operate my rights? That was the contract. That's what you told me this for?
Mm-hmm.
I command all Moors. You wanted to command some stuff? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was about. I never understood that. So we really is operating the way how you supposed to, and you're not supposed to have no damn master. We're not being rebellious. The Holy Quran, Circle 7, say every man should be a priest unto himself. You see this Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they don't went back to. Because we talking about the Congress of the Confederation. And this is what they saying they went back to in this. They saying that, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. They saying that the United States and Congress assembled. That's what they saying they is. The Confederation Congress now. Which to me is great. Because that means y'all need to be honoring this foreign state we got over here and everything we talking about. Because that means everybody their own sovereign state. That means it's the Illinois Republic, it's the Indian Republic, it's each state of their own shit. Y'all need to be doing like we said. Everybody need to break down their own territory anyway. The unity gonna be an idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna form in the subconscious and it's gonna express in the objective reality. The same way we was talking about how the Abdal, they go into the land of spirits. You know what I'm saying? To manifest in the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
You can call it whatever you want to call it. And then for those who feel like they don't, Sufism ain't the same as the metanoia, like that's why we say principles. Because we can call it something else, but we're not gonna call it something else.
Mm-hmm.
This the path Noble Drew Ali came. This the formula. We could have made all this paperwork with the metanoia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And been quoting the pyramid text and the coffin text.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it like that if I want to, but I'm gonna use the formula. You know what I'm saying? Noble Drew Ali said what he the Wali. Let me see if I can find that other what I was looking for, bro. Let me see. It might be in this Uwasi definition. So I was showing this the other day. The Uwasi Cecilia, this is the chain of transmission, or Tariqa, the pathway. Now remember I was telling y'all in the Holy Quran, it's the Al-Fatiha, and you ask like guide us on the straight path. Sirat Mustaqim, the Sirat. So they call it the Tariqa or the Cecilia, the chain of transmission or the pathway. Is a form of spiritual transmission. It's the mystical stuff that people don't like. Spiritual transmission in the vocabulary of Islamic mysticism that was named after Owais al-Qarni. Hold up. It refers to the transmission of spiritual knowledge between two individuals without the need for physical interaction between them. This is why I say Noble Drew Ali literature is what this is talking about. It's going to initiate you without the need of him physically being there. Mm-hmm. The term Uwaisiyan refers to those Sufis who have gained the spiritual chain from another Sufi without physically meeting them in this world. And that's what Noble Drew Ali brought the path. Mm-hmm. So when you going off that literature, you saying I'm going off him as the spiritual chain. And I'm Uwaisiyan, you know what I'm saying? And we following Noble Drew Ali literature and principles. And we expressing it how we express it. But them the principles we started with. Now, we're not saying everybody got to go off that. But we saying whoever you with, you should, you know what I'm saying, know who you follow. Mm-hmm. What is the chain? What's the transmission? What's the blueprint you follow? And what do it lead to? What's the foundation that come from? And down here, it tell you about, in the background, it's talking about the Uwaisi transmission occurs when the spirits of righteous believers meet in the world called Alam al-Arwah, the world of spirits, which is the subconscious, which is beyond Alam al-Ajsam, the material plane. So that's the objective. And y'all can get all that in the Metanetta book. 1, 2, 3. 11 Laws of Ma'at. The 11 Laws of God, my book.
Yep.
Other than that, I think we've pretty much covered everything. Everybody should know the warning, what trap, what to go read, so you don't fall into none of this stuff. I'm good.
All right, so we good as long, y'all.
Does anybody got any questions? Did we miss anybody?
I don't see any questions that's missed. Looks like we all good. Man, if y'all got any questions, like I say, last minute. Other than that, if you want to know exactly when we're coming on live again next time, but all you got to do is text alerts to this 773-496-4729. Also, as well, if you're looking to do the course, we got that for you too. You can just text course to the same number, or if you're interested in nationalization, whatever, you can send that to that number and we got you straight. But the most important thing is the alerts, so that way you'll be up to date with all the stuff that we got coming and bringing to you all next.
And y'all probably need to go read Caveat Emptor, so y'all can tell people, you know what I'm saying, if they get offended that you Caveat Emptor, that's the literature. Like, shouldn't nobody be offended that you put the status on the record, because that's what we doing. We telling y'all our status right now, just how we operate. Because ain't no force, ain't no compulsion in Islam. Y'all see the world didn't blow up. Shit going on. Go on.
Yep.
And a lot of people finna get left. Finna get stuck in a slave position.
Yep.
Somebody said they got a question.
Right.
Hurry up and type it in.
In the chat. That's fine.
People finna get stuck in a slave position. Y'all ass finna get dependent on universal basic income. If they provide it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's why we got to bring up self-sufficiency. You know, y'all got to start producing. There's no other way around.
Okay. I don't see the question, bro. I'm gonna give you a little bit of chance. Maybe you type. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, ticking.
Yeah, we'll give you another little minute or so just to get it in, man. We're gonna move on.
But see. Yeah, we don't pretty much hit everything. We don't pretty much hit everything.
Yeah, no, sure.
And you notice they mentioned Civil Rights Act. It wasn't Human Rights Act. He said he published in his local newspaper the document he have on public record. That's a statement.
Right.
Is any more as you all deal with in Texas? Not deal with. I done spoke to a few more. So I ain't really in contact. We not really in contact because, like we saying, status got to be on the record. We got to know what people is about. And I'm not saying I don't it's Moors from different body politics on my friend list, from temples, from other groups or whatever. And I done talked to different type of Moors. So it ain't like cause we don't agree, it can't be a conversation. But I'm saying you got to come correct. You got to come correct because I'm not finna play. I'm not finna play the game. I'm not finna act like nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be me. If you can accept, you know what I'm saying, the package, then and it's a purpose to a conversation, then it might, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it ain't, then like that says it's still going against you.
Okay, so this published in your local news. Are you trying to say that this is the process you use for?
Yeah, I don't know what you published, bro. That ain't specific.
Are you asking if that was correct? Like, because if that was for the name change process, that ain't it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you probably try to do something. You probably try to do it your own way instead of the way like how we do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they, because they ain't got no right, exactly.
Right.
So they got a way to do stuff, bro. So if you just like if you ain't do it the proper way, you got to remember the public is the federal public benefit itself. Everything in the public. This is why people say they can take your car whenever. Shit registered to the state and all that. Everything is the federal. Your job is the federal public benefit. You ain't getting paid gold and silver. Them notes. Your clothes is federal public benefit. You bought them with notes. You ain't make them. You know what I'm saying? All that is federal public benefit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all using it anyway. So they got processes to do their stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do the process, like that's why I say y'all can't be listening to everybody. They got y'all taking traveler's checks and writing in red ink and small letters and all this stuff. You can't bring that over here. I'm not even gonna care about no problem that come from over there if you're doing that type of stuff. I'm gonna be like, so you ain't supposed to be doing it no way. You forget I'm really under the Zodiac Constitution. The Zodiac don't forbid that. Like it don't condone that stuff.
Right. Right. And if you
trying to use that stuff, you ain't make that. Moors want to talk about how de jure their ass is, and then when it comes to fiat, they'll switch to being U.S. to make a traveler's check.
You're right.
They'll flip real quick.
Yep. In a heartbeat.
Oh, we can do this to pay for it. Yeah, because we been saying we on the land. Some old hearsay. Ain't no proof nowhere. Ain't nobody never did nothing. I don't even know why y'all believe in them. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Where is it coming from? Where's the strength of the belief? People fighting for this stuff as if they got proof.
Right.
I'm looking around begging for the proof. Please show me the proof.
Right after the church you down
so I can stop talking about these people.
Yeah. So, like I say, if you want more questions about even the making the corrections and all that, then you want to enroll yourself in one of the courses. Just text course to the 773-496-4729. So that way we can get you set up and get you going on the path.
Other than that, like I say, we done made all these teaching modes. We're gonna be coming on, and we just basically to the literature and to law and applicable stuff from here. We just at certain times got to put notices out for our own protection as a body politic and for warnings. You know what I'm saying? Because if like the book say, all you got to do is convey the message. Whether the people follow it or not is on them. This why I'm gonna leave that part. It is what it is. Islam.
Mm-hmm. All right, Islam.
Islam. I'm good. Did we answer all the questions?
Yeah, I think we got all of them.
Go about stamps and full faith and credit. In about stamps and full faith and credit.
Yeah, we all go in about stamps.
As far as what?
Right.
I don't understand. You trying to discharge something? That's what you talking about?
You doing secured party creditor? What is it?
Right. Cause we don't do that. I ain't one of them people talking about I'm making negotiable instruments. I'm reading when I got time. That ain't even really a priority right now. That's why I ain't, that shit ain't a priority to me. Dollar crashing, everybody trying to, you know what I'm saying, get fiat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna get it regardless. Just off who I am, I just got them type of thoughts. I got business like thoughts. You know what I'm saying? When I look at stuff, my feed is certain stuff. It's either Moorish, business, like we was talking the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you talking about discharging, the only discharge we doing is with notes. Send mail for 2 cents. I think you got a video on that.
Okay, that's.
I wouldn't do that now with all the mail problems now.
And the issue with the mail, like so here, that doesn't work in every territory. And on top of that, with the problems that the post office have, and I wouldn't even really say that it's worth it to do that. If it's something that you send at this point, it's probably for business, and you want to make sure it get there. Even when you do that process, that might even take up to 30 days, bro.
On the real, that shit better have insurance on it.
Mm-hmm. They can't take care of the stuff that's paid for, let alone something that you're trying to send tax for you.
On the real. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. This why I be saying it changed in a split second. This how you know people who ain't never done nothing. When you listening to these people, because they gonna tell you, yeah, I just went straight in and laid the ball up. And I'm gonna be like, bro, it wasn't no 7-foot center in there. I know when I went in there, I had to do all this stuff. Or I had to dunk on that fool. Mm-hmm. You talking about you just laid the ball up. Because they reading straight out the book. This is how they talk to you. No, 18 U.S. codes say that this is this is this. And I'm just gonna sue. And I'm like, see, I know you ain't never did nothing. See, they ain't showed you that you Dred Scott yet. Mm-hmm. This is what a lot of Moors ain't went through. And that I already know. But they think they higher than me, so they think they can talk down, but I'm just looking at them like, right, you'll find out. Mm-hmm. One of y'all gonna find out that y'all Dred Scott one of these days.
Yep.
Like I did, and when I did, I came and warned everybody. I didn't try to be right. Mm-hmm. I came and said, you know what, y'all? I try to sue everybody in federal. You know what they did? They Dred Scotted me. I'm changing that damn name. Mm-hmm. And no, I'm not saying the name is going to make them allow me to sue the state of Illinois and Chicago and 3 police, 3 judges, and 3 prosecutors. Because that's their stuff. They crooked. They de facto. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in them. I might be able to sue, you know what I'm saying, one of their citizens, though, with all the proof. You know what I'm saying? Since they claiming all this new 18 U.S. Code rights and deprivations of rights and all this type of hate crimes and all this.
Yep.
So if y'all pass that bill, then I might can go in here like where y'all charging and taxing on blunts and all this stuff, taxing all the hood because they don't know no better, and start writing y'all ass up. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Getting y'all ass up out of here, violation. You know, all these people that's eating off the people. And for that matter, I don't even know why the people being taxed anyway. When we got the Dred Scott case, when that should be the next protest. We not U.S. citizens no motherfucking way. I want all my money back. All the tax money I've been paid, I want it back. Because y'all ain't been, now I see why y'all ain't been representing us. Even when Obama got in here. It say right damn here. And all y'all talking about right now is the Constitution. And y'all ain't amended that 3/5 clause. Article 1, Section 2, Paragraph 3 still in there. 3/5. Ain't been no constitution, no convention. So out of all the people, Who y'all think been 3/5 all this time? See, a more want to tell me about what they want to believe, and then you look at their reality and they catching all type of hell. And I'm telling you, like, look, your ass 3/5. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You need to change the. You know what I'm saying? You need to change the information because that's like I said, that's still in their constitution. You say that's what he noticed that nobody got approved. Yeah, bro. That's why they be blocking so hard. That's why they blocking. That's why people don't want to. Know what I'm saying? And certain people wonder why we speaking out on certain stuff is because we already suffered because of these people.
Yep.
So I got the right to speak.
Yep.
And I ain't said everything.
Mm-mm.
We gave people over a year to cure. People still got a chance to help people stop sending themselves off and trying to cover it up to say their damn reputation or don't want to say nothing about it.
We can go on and on.
Yeah, it is what it is. Proof. Hashtag proof. Before somebody complains, show me some proof.
Yep.
And that go for any one of these people. Huh?
That's Moorish culture anyway. That's why I don't understand why people
Snatch.
when somebody asks you, and then all of a sudden you got to come up with a whole fucking new bag of tricks every time. It's asinine.
And this is why y'all got to read the literature so you can even know what proof is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of y'all see a damn notarized statement with a fingerprint on it and get to jumping doing flips with a gold foil stamp on it, and now y'all know what I'm saying the best thing since Noble Drew Ali. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anything they see a little seal on it or whatever, they see some folly, they get excited. Right.
I'm talking about nose in the air.
Shit.
They in the front yard playing croquet now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey.
Polo. It's crazy.
Hey, man. Y'all know I got jokes. I'll sit up here and tell a couple of jokes and we'll slice this thing up and put it up there. Funny hour.
Okay.
Y'all lucky ain't had nothing up here prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's all right. You know, it's some stuff in the background, some stuff in the works.
We pretty much hit everything. I don't see no more questions. Islam to everybody.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace. We out.
We out of here. We hit y'all with some more facts, inshallah, and shortly in a few days. Peace.